Attending the FTT is a great event. A couple of years ago, I'd say the mutual sector, especially credit unions, was underrepresented. Now we've got so many credit unions and mutuals coming. In November, there's even the separate event to really promote mutuals. So I think the FTT do a fantastic job for us in terms of awareness.
I think there's huge amounts of value in sort of coming to an event like this. As I said, the market is moving incredibly quickly. And just to be able to kind of have those conversations with vendors that are picking really specific pain points and solving them with really slick solutions. It's really important that they get a chance to showcase that without having to parade themselves through the individual banks. The FTT Lending event brings together probably the most comprehensive set of banks, lenders, and people looking to purchase these solutions that I've seen in the market, specifically for things like digital identity and digital lending. So for me, it's a unique kind of set of opportunity to open up that conversation with a bank and to say what you're doing. And I think for the vendors, it's a great way to just kind of socialize what they're doing, get on the horizon of these banks, and potentially set up future opportunities to sell into them. It's always been a great event for sort of sales and business development, but I think that's more important now. The industry is moving at such a pace with the advent of AI that we have these events, if not more regularly now, because you'll see new solutions, new problems being solved by these vendors, and the banks really want to hear about them.
The most important thing about being here is being able to speak to existing clients, prospects, partners, and then friends as well. So learning about the industry and then hopefully figuring out ways that you can work together going forward. I learned so much coming to these events and I love it for that human interaction.
The value of participating in FTT Lending is multidimensional from my perspective. I came across them a while back and I was very impressed with the profile of the individuals. And I think that what FTT Lending has achieved is to build an ecosystem of organizations, primarily fintechs and challenger banks, who are together with some traditional banks, treat this as a forum to drive innovation, thought leadership, and build new perspectives in an environment that didn't exist until then. So I think it's quite a crucial environment, and I am really pleased to be here again this year.
Fraud and financial crime it's really evolving at lightning pace. So actually having a community of peers who are going through similar challenges and understanding how they're going after the problems and how you can support each other, I think is absolutely key. And I think why I love these events in particular is because you pull together a real cross-sector of different industries, different backgrounds, and actually that's a really, really exciting melting pot in terms of actually really understanding how people are thinking about the fraud and financial crime space. So yeah, for me it's all about making those connections.
For us, it's been brilliant. So we've managed to have meetings with people that are prospects, some opportunities that we've seen have gone cold, and just meeting the general public. So it's allowed us to re-establish our contacts with a lot of people and try and drive our business forward.
The key thing I think for me is really around building a community of experts, a community of like-minded individuals and organizations that are really looking forward to addressing some of the biggest challenges in this industry. That's number one. But as an identity and access management vendor, it's also a great opportunity for us to meet new customers, meet new partners, and understand how we can integrate our technologies and our offerings to best effect to actually solve these kind of complex problems.
I think the value for me is very much around meeting people across the industry, having those ability to have conversations, listen to other views, because sometimes there are different views and it's good to hear what other people think and the way they see the markets going. And the ability to engage with different vendors as well and hear around some of the work that's going on. So all in all, yeah, really value adding experience. Having a targeted approach to meet other key stakeholders and people of interest in the arena is a really, really good way to make these new connections and ultimately build those business connections off the back of that. So
it's always useful to attend an event where we have a curated audience with a genuine focused interest on a series of problems to solve. Bringing our team to an event like this means we can get face to face with the right people at the right time when the agenda is burning at that point. So it's incredibly useful.
Yeah, it's a really great event to be at. Actually, we were at a similar FTT event in November. It's a real kind of melting point for so many different people in the industry, both lenders and suppliers. I think because of my role, I'm head of partnerships, but I'm also sales. So meeting data providers is great for me, but also hearing what our clients are wanting from like the next stage of lending is really important for me as well. It's a great location, really buzzy atmosphere. We've got great stands, so yeah, it's good.
I'm here today to meet other individuals in the lending sectors. I run a credit union and I'm looking to make sure I get good value for money, good service for my members. So looking to meet with like-minded individuals from other entities in the lending sector, but also technology providers and other providers all across the spectrum to make sure that we've got the right tools in order to serve our members well.
The value of participating in FTT Lending for us is very clear to see. We've got an amazing plethora of industry representation at the show. We've got different financial institutions that are at different stages in terms of evolution. We've got neobanks that are starting from a different place, digital native. They've always done it in the most modern way, through to some of the more traditional red brick tier one institutions who are trying to get there step by step. I was able to sit on a panel this morning, a moderated panel discussion, and it was really interesting to hear the different perspectives from Tide, who are a customer of ours, through to HSBC, who are a customer of ours, through to JP Morgan, who aren't yet a customer of ours, and listening to the contrast in terms of the challenges that await and how they're being dealt with. So a learning opportunity, an interaction opportunity, a collaboration opportunity, and it hopefully allows us to continue the conversation after today.
So the first thing is the great collection of lenders and technology partners that we're working with here at FTT Lending. So to connect with them is fantastic and see the range of products and opportunities that are on show here. But the second thing is the hosted meetings. In the past, we've gained great value from these. So getting to connect before the event, getting to know about the people that you're going to be speaking to, helps us have really high quality conversations and just get the most out of every interaction. And then thirdly, it's great just to hear so many experts speaking on the panels and really interesting debates. And, you know, as a product person, I learn a lot when I come to events like this.
So events like this, FTT Lending, is great because you get all the best minds and best professionals in the industry across a broad range of roles, all coming together to solve problems, tackle challenges, have those conversations that will eventually lead to positive change within the market.
So for me, the real value is in the conversations with the various attendees. Obviously, we're largely stood at the booth. We've got a couple of panels. Meeting the various people that are walking around the event, getting to know them, getting to understand their requirements and what brings them to the event in the first place. You know, with regards to this event specifically, generally the types of people that we're speaking to, the roles of those people and the organizations that they represent are very aligned to the types of people that we would like to speak to at Keyless and our ideal customer profile. So really it's those conversations that bring a lot of the value from my perspective.